Morning. It's one of them today, 25th of September 25. So it's double-ended. We're in Libra. 25th is the Chariot. We've had that a lot lately, haven't we? So it's either a rise in status or a lowering in status. A new vehicle, or problems with a vehicle. That includes your body, because your body is a vehicle. It's travel, delays or otherwise. It's teamwork. It's the yin to your yang. It's the year of the horse. It's the abdomen and the breasts. What else? Home and family unit, Cancer. So, and 7 and 25. So let's see what it says. Oh, again, I believe that's North Node. Cancer, she's 69, and the 4th house of Cancer. Something going on here, they're spot on. So it's about travelling into your future. This is a bit strange. This is not an ordinary read. The song, like I said, is Vienna by Ultravox. If I didn't say it, I might have said it, I don't know. Oh, Vienna. Midjaw, I think his name was. So, let's see, because this obviously is important. And there it is, in the 6th pile. It's about delays in travel, it's about vehicle accidents, it's about not working as a team, it's about pulling in different directions, it's problems with the home and family. So, going off track. They've given us that 8-day thing again, but this time the actions are not positive. There's 2 there. Right, so this is what happens then. Okay, let's see. So, we've got the High Priestess. And for one, she's in the upright. The letters B and J in spirit. The pomegranates. The book of knowledge. She knows everything, but tells very little. She keeps her mouth shut. She is grounded, 1 foot on the cushion, 1 foot on the floor. She doesn't let negativity into her aura, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally or physically. Nothing can touch her. It is hostages released. Global issues, the fixed signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpion, Aquarius. In this year of the snake, because we've got the snake there, the cosmic dance is halted. Something is not over yet. If you thought it was over, it isn't. Somebody's judgment is aired. We've got Aries and Scorpio up there. This family unit, obviously, is on barren land. Can you see? So the name Joshua, negative energy. 21, Bob. 2 and 29, George, Kelly, Elaine, Marcia. Beth and Alice. The truth will set you free. That sword will sever ties with what no longer serves you. The truth will set you free. It could also be sex. Something in the next 8 days, an action that is not positive. Someone is stuck working and slogging the guts out for other people's benefit. They gain nothing for themselves. It is a physical prison of work. Burning the candle at both ends, overtime if you like. Burnout if you're not careful. Communications, positive communications that bring small improvements in finance, which in turn, added to the 8, will give you independence. It's also children or immature people in uniform, of a darker complexion, or of earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this team is not working. Accidents, avoid the red cars, mechanical problems, speeding tickets, parking fines. Be careful when you're in reverse. He does hold the medical symbol in this sign, so there could be problems, like I said, with the breasts or the abdomen. So 20 and 21 is negative. However, 29 and the 2 are positive. So the 20th and the 21st, we've already been there, so it must be at least next month, unless you know somebody that lives at those numbers or is born on those dates, or you have an appointment in your diary on those dates. Judgment is withheld because this isn't over yet. A celebration, a reunion. The fates are with us. 3 months. The maiden, the mother and the crone. The past, present and the future all meld into one, like I said yesterday. So there is someone, the reason it's not over yet is because there's someone here that wants to win. And they don't care how they do it, they'll cut their nose off to spite their face. They think they're going to win. What they don't realise is that everyone will regret this and no one will win. Violent incidents. There is light at the end of the tunnel there because we now have the 18. Something is waiting to be birthed. We are in a dark place, but we still have hope. A passing brings total clarity, an ending. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. 10 weeks, a death, passing, an end of an era. And then we have the 19th, so we've got 18, 19, 20, 21, it doesn't happen for no reason. Something is coming to light that brings this to an end. Children, travel, holidays. Walking away. So whatever it is, this holiday may be the end. Bring the end to something. You realise it's not worth it anymore. Daisy, forget-me-nots, and the lilies. The name Daisy and Lily could be important. Peace from communication. But you can't... somebody's not open to communicating. They're ignoring this communication. They're not open to anything at the minute. They are your enemy, or you may be your own worst enemy. This is an end. 2 10s, an end to security, to life possibly, or life as we know it. 10 years. Harsh words spoken, negative thoughts, a violent energy, unwilling or unable to be open to anything new. But something is being created this year. Vienna. Yeah, the past is coming back to be realised, and then but only taking the positive from it. This is negative energy. This is childhood trauma. This is child abuse. This is problems with children. This is siblings even, but bad memories from the past when you didn't walk away, and that's what caused the problem. You couldn't turn your back on everything because financially perhaps you were stuck. This is someone who, again, makes herself ill by working too hard, doing all the overtime they can. 9 or 27. Somebody's putting themselves in the grave if they're not careful, because there's a death on a death there. Grandparents, Walter, the name Millie, the name Reese. A death, or two deaths, because we've got death on a death. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Enough is enough. It's time to end this. Yeah, there will be a battle, and it could get violent. But like I said, the Nine of Pentacles means that you will have to stand on your own 2 feet. Total independence, freedom, within or without a situation or relationship, being able to be your true self. Not dwelling in the past, not crying over spilt milk, not grieving. Living in the present, releasing that heavy burden. That's 3 tens. You have the moral high ground. So 3 tens, the only 10 we didn't have is a 10 of cups. Because whatever this is you're ending doesn't end your happiness, it begins it. So, North Node, the dragon's head. So there's born in the year of the dragon. Your life purpose, your destiny, what you strive towards, your evolution, your potential, the choices you make and the growth you have from that. It is what you must become. It will be unknown territory, not always a particularly comfortable place. The path is untravelled. At the beginning of the journey, you will inevitably want to go back to what is comfortable and safe. At such times, the soul must pick up the innate talents it has developed in the past, lodged in the South Node, and bring them to the service of the North, but only if it's positive. The path of nurture. The soul is learning to nurture and care about itself as well as those around it. The 4th house. The task is parenting beyond the immediate family, to nurture in the widest possible way. Karma is met through family, or previous interactions with family can be harnessed towards your soul growth. But this is a global family, I think, possibly by the World Wide Web. So, Manas, yeah. Humankind. This is someone who is very selfish, does not want this humanity, wants the division and the money it brings them. So, Manas. Manas is number 20, which we've got there, just there. 20. In the reverse, same as it is there. Something coming between you and what you want. The God that stands between. Someone watching constantly. There's the Hawk of Aries and Scorpio. This is about your joy and the augmentation of dust and the ardour of ships. It is the letter M. Manas is the rune of humankind, so in reverse it could be the letter W. It should not be taken as only those of male gender. On the contrary, both men and women of all of the family of humankind are in a sense governed by this rune. One of the main traits of humanity is the faculty of foresight, and thus the symbolism of Manas is enriched by its identification of the keen-eyed hawk. So you must see the bigger picture. You may have been at this threshold before, but you didn't take the steps necessary to go forwards. It is the first humans fashioned from ash and elms. That would be Adam and Eve. Those names are important. It's the doings of humankind, the acts of Heimdall, the god who stands between. During one of his periods of wandering, this is affairs again, he disguised himself as Rigger and stayed overnight with 3 different married couples. In each case, he slept with his host wife before moving on. In the fullness of time, 3 sons were born, so children born to an affair. The first was named Thrall, the second Karl, and the third Jarl or Earl. These 3 men were regarded as being the ancestors of the classes of Nordic society. Earl being the first of the nobles, Karl the warrior, so the name Earl and Karl, and Thrall the progenitor of the peasants. Heimdall or Rigger became the ancestor of humankind and was the first god to pass on the knowledge of the runes to his mortal offspring. Further in this story slightly, Jarl is said to have been the father of Cornor, the first king of Denmark, so the king of Denmark could be important. The appearance of Manas always relates directly to the person who asked the question. You must be aware that someone close to you bears you ill will. Manas usually indicates an enemy, and that's what it tells us there. We have enemies. But you're not letting that negativity in. Male homosexuality or a nervous lack of courage. This is the result of a life blighted by an overly strict father or a harsh authority figure. So, child abuse maybe. Feeling like you have to do things a certain way. And there is cannabis. Number 6. So, it's the moon, which is being in the dark, which we've got there. There's light at the end of the tunnel there. It is Venus, which is love, Saturn, which is truth, and Neptune, which is prisoners, victims, martyrs. So it's used to enhance meditation. It can be used to wash on magical tools, to help others realities such as scrying mirrors to see through time and space, or upon a blade or wand to open the gates, call forth the spirits. There's the blade or the wand, the Ace of Wands, to open that gate. Cannabis can be sprinkled in some magical ink to empower your spells and help write or draw from a place of direct spiritual guidance. Care should be used in working magically with this plant, just because it's not toxic. Excess can diminish its results. It's to lighten and open, dissolving rigid boundaries, those you've put in for yourself. Try to be flexible. Bringing out the childlike loving nature, a child that wants to give, that wants to communicate. It expands our awareness, our field of consciousness, not only to other humans, but all of nature. It can help us get in touch with our body, but also the body of Earth and relationship to it. Cannabis can aid in increasing telepathic abilities and awareness. The healing nature helps us find joy and humour, allowing us to see ourselves and the world in a different light. This will calm us and also enhance your creativity. We might be feeling lost and adrift and need some structure or balance to excess of dissolution. We must find our own centre in the midst of the stream of life and establish our sense with a self without slipping into fear. So do not be frightened. Don't lose hope. Stay open, stay connected, communicating online maybe. I am happy. And there we have the elk and the ash. And ash has been mentioned twice, so that could be the name ash. Strength, which is usually in the Tarot 8 and 26. This is courage and strength. That's what we're going to need. We've had it, we've been through this before, we can do it again. So it is number 8. So the elk is a colossal creature crowned with substantial antlers, known to cover great distances over difficult terrain. They are symbols of strength and endurance, and likewise ash trees are sturdy and resolute, all qualities you should have, able to flourish even in the harshest environments. You may feel overwhelmed in the face of the challenges to come. They seem impossible to overcome. Call on the spirit of elk and ash and ask them to remind you of your own strength. Be prepared to face upcoming challenges. How does inner strength differ from outer strength, and what situations call for each? You need to have courage inwardly and outwardly. Fake it till you make it if you have to. There it is. A shock is coming. A surprise. Number 35, which is 8. So what is this shock then? Not another one. The Lady of the Lightning. So a bit like the Tower moment, 16. So 35. The Lady of the Lightning brings powerful force of change into your life. She tells you to expect a sudden shift in your circumstances. Perhaps a situation you were not anticipating yet, something out of the blue in the next 8 days to astonish you that is unfortunately not positive. It arises and offers you the opportunity of a lifetime or a series of aha moments, culminating in a pivotal flash of insight, causing everything to become very clear and to change very quickly. And just like that, maybe someone enters your life and pushes you to new heights. You may have a brilliant idea that hits you like lightning. Be prepared, because change is imminent and a total paradigm shift will be upon you. Don't resist these changes, as this kind of lightning isn't something you want to fight. Great things are happening, and the Lady of the Lightning appears. So, she's coming. Perhaps on the 16th. Choose a new direction. Your compass needs to be reset. You are going in the wrong direction, wasting your time and energy on something you don't want to do or somewhere you don't want to be. Choose a new direction. This card deals with the path or direction you are taking. Let's say you have come to the cards because you are yearning to start your own business, and you pull the Choose a New Direction card. Remember, this is not the No card in this deck, so there is more to this message. This card is calling you to dig deeper into the direction you are going and make sure you're making the best choices available to you on that path. This card may also be a call to look at the question you are asking. Do you keep pushing the divine for an answer you already know or have already received but are refusing to accept? Yes, somebody's refusing to accept. These cards can be very blunt when it comes to helping you face the truth. You must face facts. Okay, thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye.